What is going on, guys? I'm Tom Seer George, the coach of your San Francisco Arcaniners, here to bring you my Season 6 Week 7 match against the Boston Red Sox, or Nick. Now, I know I did not make a team builder. I actually did not have time to make a team builder, for I am recording this on the last night I can actually even record before I leave France. It's Friday night right now. I have to leave France. I'm going to Italy for a day. I'm not going to have time to record there. Then we're going back to France to go to a hotel by my airport that we're going to go to London to, and then we're going to fly back to America so I can get back to my life, because this vacation was very long, and while it was fun, I am ready to go home. Now, I did not want to play Nick for the very reason as to why it's on Showdown. I didn't want to play him during my vacation, but we kept having to push off our battle before I left, and we were not able to get it done then. And then I tried to connect my DS to the Wi-Fi in France, and for some reason I just can't connect it. I don't know why, it just won't work. I've tried a lot of things to get it to work, and it just won't, and I haven't had time to make a team builder, so a lot of things just did not go my way in the making of this match. But of course we had to get it done, so of course we just did it on Showdown. I'm going to quickly go through my team. I'm not even going to pull up a team builder. I'm just going to explain the sets because I remember them basically by heart. So, modest, max special attack, max speed Latios, because with max speed on the Latios, I outspeed base 95s, which he has Darmanitan and the Kyurem at base 95, so I have Draco Meteor, T-Bolt, the Psychic, and the Dragon Pulse. Basically, that destroys his entire team, and I have the leftovers so that I can switch into Venusaurs more effectively, and even if I get poisoned, I'm not taking 12%, and then a 10% for my life orb. Next up, I have Choice Scarf and Infernape, because the Choice Scarf and Infernape really does a number to his team. His only switch into close combat is the Venusaur, and if I U-turn out, then I get initiative on that Venusaur, and I can use that to my effectiveness later on. The last move on my Infernape, I have the Flare Blitz to close combat and the U-turn, and I was debating on the last move, and this last move actually came into play in the match. If I had run the move I wanted to run, or if I had that I was debating to run, then the match would have been a lot simpler for me. I can tell you guys that, because it got very complicated because I don't have this move, and I decided to run Mach Punch in the end because it was a great choice to run Mach Punch in my opinion, but it didn't work as well as I kind of needed it to. In the situation that my Choice Scarf gets knocked off, I can Mach Punch a Choice Scarf Pangoro, Choice Scarf Kyurem. I can out-prioritize a Feraligator's Aqua Jet. If I'm Choice Scarfed, even if he's +1, I can out-prioritize the Aqua Jet and take him out from there. And also Darmanitan as well. If I lose my Choice Scarf to a knockoff, then I can still get priority damage on that thing and possibly take it out in the late game. So that's why I went with that move. Physically defensive Milotics, I need max physical bulk to handle the Feraligator, because that thing sets up a Dragon Dance, and I have huge problems with my team. This is the only way I have really dealing with it, and it's the only way I can actually deal with it. So, I got the Scald, the Haze, because I need Haze, because if he's a substitute set, I have to go for Haze to stall him out. I have the Recover, of course, and then my last move is the Dragon Pulse, for if the Kyurem Black decides to bring a substitute set, and I'm in a situation where either the Feraligator's already gone, or the Melodic just isn't as useful as the rest of my team is, I can Dragon Pulse and possibly prevent a substitute. Also, he might just over-predict around me, not go for the Fusion Bolt, if he's in fact like a Choice Scarf set or something. I prepped a lot for the Kyurem Black. I prepped very well for this battle, and I put a lot of time into this because I had a lot of extra time. I was supposed to battle 2-3 weeks prior to me actually making this battle, and I prepped a lot for this, so just really hoping the prep kind of shows through here. But next up is my Nidoqueen set, and this Nidoqueen set is phenomenal in my opinion. I have enough speed with the Adamant nature. I am max attack Adamant with, I believe, 204 speed to outspeed, I'm blanking here, max speed Pangoro, I think it is, so I can outspeed that thing. And I'm actually a Hone Claws variant, because my plan is to force him to out into Venusaur on my Infernape or on my Fortress or the Skarmory. So either the Venusaur or the Skarmory, I will Volt Switch out or U-turn out, and I'll just force a switch. I'll go into my Nidoqueen, and if it's against the Skarmory, he's going to have to go into Venusaur to take on the Sludge Wave or the Fire Blast, etc., etc. And I go for Hone Claws, and then if he's not a physically defensive set, and even if he is a physically defensive set, I 2-hit KO him with a Poison Jab. So that is the idea behind that set, and then I absolutely demolish this man's team. My Fortress is a specially defensive Aqua Berry spread with the Gyro Ball, the Stealth Rocks, the Pain Split, and I am blanking on the Volt Switch. Sorry, Stealth Rocks. I can force him to go into Skarmory because he has to defog them away if he brings the Darmanitan and the Kyurem. He did not bring the Darmanitan, but I know his Kyurem does not want to take Rocks damage. Still, I Volt Switch out to get initiative and that whole jazz. The Gyro Ball will break any substitute variant of the Kyurem, as well as doing massive damage to the Alakazam. Oh my god, I have to burp, but I don't have to burp. To the Kyurem, the Jolteon, the Darmanitan even takes a lot of damage. If the Pango is a Choice Scarf, it takes a lot of damage. So that's why I have that, and the Aqua Berry allows me to be 100% switch into Kyurem. If he has the HP Fire, then I can risk switching into it, because if he's Choice Scarf, he will predict the switch. If he's not Choice Scarf, he's not going to predict the switch, and just go for a Fusion Bolt or Ice Beam followed by an HP Fire, and then I can get a huge amount of damage with Gyro Ball. And if he's Choice Scarf, he goes for HP Fire, then he's locked into HP Fire. I have a safe switch into my Latias, which absolutely destroys his team. My last Pokemon is Electabuzz. I actually think I hope I made a video about this. I don't know if I have time to make a video about this because I haven't yet, but I'm going to hope I do. But if you guys do not know, I dropped Magneton and my Simisage for Sceptile and Electabuzz. Decided to bring Electabuzz this week. I'm running a substitute set with the Timid Nature to outspeed the base 95s he has, which is the Darmanitan and the Kyurem. I have the Focus Blast, the Psychic, and the T-Bolt with the Sub and the Life Orb. So without further ado, just going to get right into battle. I'm going to put it on fast because the battle just takes a turn very quickly, but I'm going to lead off with my Choice Scarf Infernape, and anything he leads off with is just not going to matter to me. But he leads off with Kyurem, and I know if he leads off with these, he's probably Choice Scarf. And what I decided to do is U-turn out because I can't kill him with a close combat from full. He goes for Giant Claw against my Fortress, and because he let off, I'm not afraid of the HP Fire because I know he's Choice Scarf. And right here, yep, this is what you guys are seeing. This actually just happened turn 4, and I wanted to reveal the haze, so he would think that he's not going to be able to set up on me. Then he keeps going, and he keeps going, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, he keeps going with this, and I slowly get angry, and I have a right to get angry in my opinion, because I never expected to have to play an acupressure set in the GBA, and I know that's bitching, I know stuff like that, it's legal, I'm not gonna get too mad about it, but as the battle was going on, I was really angry, and it just goes in his favor so many times, and at this point, I'm just thinking, okay, I'm poisoned. He's just going for subs. I can't do anything to him. And he's getting the crits, and the acupressures are very much in his favor later on, and there's just not much I can do. I start to think, you know what? If he really wants to play this game with me, I am willing to stall him out, because I have as many hazes as he has acupressures, but he is feeling very perfectly fine with going for his acupressure. So I have to save my hazes, save my recovers, and my plan is to stall him out at this point. And then he gets this evasion boost. And I realize that this is what I'm going to have to deal with now, because I completely forgot that acupressure can give you an evasion boost. And here I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go into my Infernape, and I'm just going to U-turn out, and it breaks the sub. I'm like, great, okay, so that can break the sub, so I'm into Flare Blitz. Well, I see he got the evasion boost, but I decide, you know what, my captain has the Home Claws, and a Fire Punch will definitely break the sub if he U-turn actually broke the sub. And he gets lucky, and I miss. So I go for Home Claws, and I never expected to have to worry about my Fire Punches missing after going for a Home Claws, but instead, he now has +2 attack, miss another Fire Punch. So I missed 3 Fire Punches in a row. And now my Nidoqueen is dead because of this bullshit. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really mad at this point. And then I go for Fire Punch again, and props to you, Nick. You found a loophole in the evasion clause, and I didn't prep for your goddamn Acupressure Drapion. Just didn't prep for it. It's my fault. Entirely, it's my fault, because your set obviously can take the Scalds for my Melodic and everything without any special attack investment. And yeah, so now I lose my Nidoqueen because of 4 misses to Fire Punch, I believe it was, and you getting +2 attack and +2 evasion. Should I have even tried to Kill you when you had +2 evasion? Probably not, but I didn't think that after going +1 accuracy, I would miss that many times. And I was willing to forego the possibility to sweep with my Nidoqueen to take out this thing. And I'm in a hold right now because I don't want to lose the Choice Scarf on my Infernape. I don't want him going for the, what's it called? Knockoff on me. Because if he goes for knockoff on me, I lose my Choice Scarf, and the Kyurem is Choice Scarfed. I lose that. If the Pangoria is also Choice Scarfed, I lose to that. So it's very crucial I keep that. And I am just, he gets the defense when he needs defense. He gets +4 attack when he needs +4 attack. And now because of this, I have to lose my Melodic. Because I have to Haze here. And I'm recovering only 2% more than he does to me. So right here, I have to sack off my Melodic. And now I lose my Nidoqueen, and I lose my Melodic. And I have to lose my focus, my Choice Scarf now. I don't have a choice. It's not something I can do. I can't do anything about it. He goes for knockoff, knocks off my Choice Scarf, and now we're in this place. And I go for a Flare Blitz thinking, okay, now I just need to 2-hit KO him, and he decides to go for Acupressure, and he gets +2 speed. Of course he does. So he decides right here that he's going to go for a sub, abusing the fact that he got +2 speed. Of course, that's perfectly legal. He can do that. He can do that completely. And right here, I'm going, you know what, he's not going to get up a goddamn substitute against me again. I have let this Drapion bullshit gone on for long enough. And right now, I'm going to pause the battle. It's going to pause the battle. So I Mach Punch twice, and I'm able to stop because he decides to get greedy on the substitutes, which was a terrible play on his part, in my very honest opinion. And at this point, I realize I've lost the game. I can't do anything. His team, he has too many threats on his team. He doesn't even have to play. He doesn't have to make any predictions at all to win this game because I can't do anything. In this situation I'm in, he does go for Aqua Jet. I do stay in. Why do I stay in? Because if he goes for a Dragon Dance, I lose the game. I straight up lose the game at this point. So I have to stay in and go for close combat so I can get out some damage on him in case he wants to get greedy. He doesn't get greedy, he makes a good play, but I couldn't have gone to Latias there, for if he had gone for a Dragon Dance, I lost to Crunch. Just everything in general, I just lost the game. So I had to go for close combat, and he just made the Aqua Jet play because that was the only play he could make. And I'll talk about Acupressure later on in the game, after the game, because just how it happened was just, I don't know. I go into Electabuzz, and I'm in a very bad position, guys. I try to make a substitute play in case he wanted to switch out into Venusaur, because then I could 2-8 KO with the Psychic. I go for T-Bolt, because I know he's not going to do it again. He's just going to break my sub. And then this thing comes out, and I can't switch, because an HP Fire, if he predicted my switch, which I know he's Choice Scarfed, if he predicted my switch and gone for HP Fire, it would kill my Electabuzz anyway, and then my Aqua Berry's gone, and I don't have a switch into the Kyurem anymore, so I can't switch out. I have to stay in, and I lose that Pokemon. So I'm gonna make a play here. I'm gonna Volt Switch. He's not gonna stay in. He has no reason to. He has a Wakan Berry. Don't know why he has a Wakan Berry, but he does. Go for T-Bolt, does about 60%, and he goes for the Defog. And right here, I know I have to get at my rocks, and I know he knows that I have to get at my rocks. So right here, I just Volt Switch out. And at this point, I know the game's lost. I just decide, you know what, fuck it. I'm very angry at this point, actually, that I just had to play an Acupressure in the GBA, because I didn't think that would happen. I knew my Draco Meteor was not going to kill a Pangoro. The max damage was 99%, and I got the max roll because the RNG gods decided you got bullshitted in this game. So I'm going to give you that little bit, and then he goes for HP Fire, and he's going to kill me because I can't do anything. I Pain Split. Nothing I can do. I'm just going to go for a Gyro. I think I Pain Split again, actually, right here, just to see how much I can get him down to. And you know what? That's going to be the game. I lose 3-0 to the Boston Red Sox. And Nick, I've played you twice, and I've enjoyed playing each of those games. And I can tell you, this game, I thoroughly did not enjoy it. And I don't know. I got very mad after this game, actually, as I said. But I'm going to advocate that next season, I'm going to make sure there's at least a vote next season that we ban acupressure, swagger, all that shit, because while it happened, it's legal, so I can't get angry at Nick for doing it, but I can do something about it next season. And I just, wow, never expect to say that I would not enjoy a GBA game, because I didn't enjoy that one in the slightest of bits. And while I probably could have dealt with the acupressure set much better in the form of going for haze and then just using my Infernape to flare blitz away, I was trying to save the game for me. For if I lost my choice scarf, he could have played around me with the Kyurem, especially because he had the defog. So I was trying to use my Nidoqueen's Home Claw set and the plus accuracy I would get from it, and you know what? It fucked me over. And yeah, you guys can tell I'm not happy about this game, and that's fine with me. I'm not trying to act happy about this game. Anyways, guys, I decided to cut out my audio there because I just kind of ranted on about acupressure for like a minute more, and that's not necessary anymore because I said my piece about it. Can't do anything about it right now. I lost fair and square to Nick, so Nick, it was a great game. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, I really appreciate it. Comment, like, rate, and subscribe. Once again, I'm Septime, George, and I'll talk to you guys next time for hopefully a better match. Peace out.